Today I'm going to be showing you how to make stewed beef the old-fashioned way using burnt brown sugar. What's your best pot to stew your beef or to stew your meat? For me, it is the aluminum pot. If you want this nice rich stew, the aluminum pot. We'll see. I'll show you. Okay, so we have our pot here. It's hot. So to that we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of oil and some brown sugar. Now for me, my stew is always with brown sugar. I don't do the ready-made brown seasoning. To me it's just not the same. I have to use my brown sugar. So that's about 2 tablespoons of sugar. And that's the other thing we just look at. I've never really had like a measurement or so for my brown sugar when I'm doing my browning for my meat. It's always like you just give it the eye test. Just watch the amount, look at the amount of meat you have, look at the amount of sugar, and just say, okay, that's enough, that would do. Yeah. So we're going to allow this to caramelize. Nice golden color. Keep your eyes on this thing. Do not step away from it for too long. If your pot is not hot yet, then fine, but once the pot is hot already, you don't want to take your eyes off of it. So you pay close attention so that as the sugar starts to caramelize, to get brown, then you can use it. So tell me, do you bice your browning or do you burn your sugar? Are you team burnt sugar or are you team gravy browning? A gravy browning. See, I use this when I'm making fruit cake. Okay, or sometimes you use the brown sugar, but for some reason maybe you did not put enough, so your meat is cooking, you see the color is light, then you can add a bit of the bottled browning. See, this is my meat. It's all nicely seasoned. See this? I don't know, I also prefer to shake the pot than to do this, but you can do this. See how it's getting golden? One thing to know, if you burn the sugar too much, then your meat will be bitter. If you do not burn it enough, then it will be sweet, because most of the sugar would still be raw in there. So this is what we're looking for. You put your meat in. The meat has dropped most of its own water, so I'm going to let that stay there. Put it to stew down. Stewing beef is a long process. It's not boiling, it is stewing on low heat and for a period of time, and you will know when it's done. Allow it to simmer, let it cook down. This is dashing. Some countries they call it taro, but in St. Lucia, once you hear dashing, this is what it is. So I'm going to be having some stewed beef with some dashing and some plantain. You see, growing up, when I used to peel dashing, if you see I went too deep, you see like this, you see so much of the meat that's there. Oh, my grandaunt would take my neck for that. You had to learn to, I had to learn to peel it thin. Now this is something, when you're washing it, it can be quite itchy, so you have to be careful when using it. Some people can't handle this at all, but for me what happens is I can peel it, I would wash it with my hand, but it would not itch my hand, but once it reaches up there, it's something else. Okay, so you peel thin so you don't throw away most of the food with the peel. The dashing is small, so I did not cut it first. Okay. I don't want the plantain to cook too soft and too fast, so I'm going to cook it with the peel. That's a common thing that we do in St. Lucia. When the plantain is half ripe or ripe, then we just put it like this in the pan. Okay, so let's do the first uncovering of the pot to see how the beef looks. Oh, you should smell that. You see all that water that it has? That's the water from the meat itself. Wow, so that have to boil down until the pot is almost dried. Okay, so I'm not going to add any more water to this. I'm going to let it boil down, simmer down, and I'm going to also add some cinnamon in there. One of the good things to add it to your beef when you're stewing, cinnamon, bay leaf. Oh my goodness, it gives it such a different flavor. Okay, so you don't be afraid to add your cinnamon to your beets. Now let's check this out again. I have just been letting it stew down, and look at this. I'm not even sure if you can see how this has boiled down. See the bottom of this? See this? How it's drying down. Let me tell you, this is what you're looking for. This is, let me tell you, you should just be smelling this. Oh my goodness. Watch. Look at this sauce. Look at this. You see? This is what you're looking for. And then you continue to add a little hot water. Another thing my grandma taught me, they always add in a little hot water, not cold water, when you're stewing your beef, little at a time. And let it stew down until when you've tasted the beef that it has gotten really tender and no longer chewy. It dries down again the same way. One thing I've noted about people who claim to make stewed beef is that they do not know how to stew. They boil the meat, but they do not stew, because they will just put it in there and then they will just pour a whole lot of water in there and just boil it. Stew beef, as far as I learned growing up from my grandaunt, is you allowing the meat to simmer over a period of time on low heat, and every time it dries down you add a little more water. Eventually you will test the meat to see how tender it is, then it will be. But most people now, when they do beef, they boil it, and most times the meat is so tough, you know. This is good. It is good. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add in the vegetables. This is a really nice stew. So what I will do now, add some water to make the sauce to go with the meal. Right now it has a perfect base. And you always add hot water instead of cold water. Allow to simmer one more time. Do your taste testing. Whatever you think that it misses, you add to it, and then you turn it off. It will be perfect. And this is it, friends. This is a perfect stew. You should smell this. We're gonna have some of that with some dashing and plantain and some salad. And this will be my simple meal for today. Well, that's my lunch ready. I hope you enjoyed cooking with me today. If you do try out this recipe, especially stewing your beef with the brown sugar, do let me know how it turns out for you. Until then, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.